Muslim women are often portrayed in the main media as being suppressed. At SoulTV.net, we'd like to unveil the myth about the Muslim woman. Here is a profile of a single working mother. She is also a writer and an artist.
I came to Canada on 1999, August. It was August 1999. I got my major degree from Syria, from the University of Aleppo, as an architect. I worked with the government for 5 years, and then I started my own business. Now I am a member with Le Levant, which is a Canadian organization which groups Middle Eastern artists, and I am a member of the executive community of the Association of Universal Arab Writers.
Her first exhibition took place in 1992, where more than 50 watercolors were displayed, and it was entitled Aleppo, the Gift of God. And in 1995, she held her first exhibition in Toronto, Canada.
My interest in painting started at really early age, at the age probably of 6. I enjoy working with colors so much, as if I'm creating my own world. I like the Impressionist school. I'm really influenced by the work of Monet and Renoir. But I like to, I prefer the watercolor. It reflects exactly my personality because it's simple, but it needs definite decisions. Any mistake on the painting, it's not easily to be corrected. So this is me. Yeah, my 2 awards, they were about for my contribution with the society, for my writing, for my artwork, and for my role as a teacher. I used to give a lecture for Mentors, which is a Muslim Education Network. I created a plan to eliminate violence among the students, among the youth. And which is good about this, I'm not considering to the people to be Muslim or non-Muslim. It's for everyone. I created this plan to help the society to avoid the violence among the youth. Through my meditation, before I start any paint, I have to meditate. I have to enjoy, to feel like I have to understand, to feel the object that I'm going to paint it or draw it. I have to understand the beauty of the flower. I have to feel the wave of the ocean. So through this meditation, I have the feeling that I have to thank. Exactly the same way if anyone gives you a good meal and you would like to thank the cook. Right. I would like to thank who's done this kind of beauty to me. So this is the first step how I built my relationship with Islam or with Allah. This kind of appreciation to the Creator who have created to us this kind of beauty.
We are, however, constantly being bombarded with images of what a Muslim woman is supposed to look like and how she has to be saved from her oppression. Without a doubt, there is a large majority of women in many Muslim countries who are suppressed under the guise of religion. But the plight of women is similar in many so-called non-Muslim countries. How did Nadia face that challenge?
I'll tell you a verse from Quran, from Surah Al-Baqarah. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. As much as you suffer, as much I suffered for being by myself, for being single mom, as much as I built a very strong communication, very strong connection with my God. I believe that the reward is going to be now and in the hereafter, because as a Muslim I believe in the hereafter. Yet it's not easy. Actually, I have to admit it's not easy to take care of two girls in Canada since we are carrying some values as Muslims, and our values is really very essential to us.
Sometimes I honestly don't feel like she's my mom. We're more like friends. I don't know, we're very close, and we joke around a lot. We have all these inside jokes, and I don't know, she's a very cool person, I could say.
You know what, this is, I guess, the nicest compliment I have ever had here for a long time ago. Particularly the coolest mother. You know what you're going to call this? The coolest mother.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, her friends, they used to call me, oh, the mom with the cool hat, she's coming now.
Yeah, yeah.
So they call me the mom with the cool hat.
Yeah.
So I'm cool.
My mom always sort of, the trust between us is amazing, because she inspires me to do new things. At the same time, she trusts me, and that's amazing, because it lets me grow in my own way.
Not only is Nadia a cool mother, but wait till you meet her daughters.
Let's talk a little bit about why you wear no hijab, you wear hijab. Obviously, there is the sense of freedom that you can do what you think is right, and there is no hypocrisy. This is something, it's great. But let's start with you.
Okay.
The rebel one.
I'm the rebel.
Yeah. So let's start.
Many North American Muslim women are discriminated against because they cover their heads. One of the major misconceptions about the hijab, the covering of the body, is that young women are forced to wear it. So why do some Muslim women choose to wear the hijab and some choose not to?
My mom always gave us the choice. She never said, you know, Tahalia, you have to wear it or anything like that. Of course, you know, she encourages us with all our decisions. I decide not to wear it because, well, right now I'm not ready. I feel like I'm not even, you know, I feel like I need to be a much stronger Muslim. I need to be stronger in my prayers. In my belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before I can, you know, I can wear the hijab, because it's such a huge commitment. I mean, it's part of who it becomes part of who you are.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't feel that.
I think she has to be proud when she starts to wear this hijab. This is very important. You have to feel it's part of you and you're proud of it, and it's not, no one force you to do this step. This is exactly the thing I try to teach my daughter. Do whatever you feel that you are proud, but don't pretend. This is not part of our Islam, of our belief. Because Allah, God, asks us about our hearts, not what we do. We probably, our deeds and but our heart and our thoughts, it's really very fundamental issue in Islam. We have to consider it. So she's not ready. I tried to explain to her it's part of our religion, but if you don't feel like you want to do it, it's up to you.
But what do you mean by it is a part of our religion? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, actually, I wrote this in my book, in the reading of the headscarf, the reading of the picture in the head of the headscarf. It's part of our religion because it, through the hijab, or through, which is mistakenly term, hijab, it's a mistakenly word. What I'm wearing right now is libasul taqwa.
Yeah.
That's exactly the meaning of the Quran. Hijab, it means separation. Like if I would like to talk to you, it's the barrier or something that ban me to see you. This is hijab. But this is what I'm wearing right now. It is not hijab. It is لباس التقوى, which is in Surah Al-A'raf. يا بني آدم قد أنزلنا عليكم لباسا يواري سوآتكم وريشا ولباس التقوى ذلك خير. So it is kind of uniform. Anyone has his uniform, like soldier, like scuba diver. anyone has his uniform because it reflects your thoughts, your mission, your belief. And this is part of this mission, like to be very close to God.
Yeah. So libas al-taqwa in essence is the modest way of dressing.
It's modest, it's limitation, how to women should be dressed to make the communication with the opposite sex with such a respect, and probably it achieves the equity between the men and women, and it reflects my belief, my personality.
Islam is a message. Islam is a message. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us criteria. Quran, Sunnah is criteria. You live your life according to this criteria to be happy. Mm-hmm. It's a criteria to be happy in this life and to reach the hereafter. Because as Muslims, I don't believe that I don't do things. What differentiates me between somebody who is Muslim and somebody who's not a Muslim is the fact that I believe in the hereafter, and I'm clear what's going to be in the hereafter. So there's no way for me to say that, oh yes, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. No, I know, I have a clear view of this life and the afterlife, and therefore I do things not for this life. I do things to make me happy in this life, to be effective, to be functional, to study, to get knowledge, to be successful. Islam doesn't prevent me from doing these things, but at the same time I want to reach Jannah at the end. So hijab is one of the practices mm-hmm. That Allah gave us to be better human beings, mm-hmm. Because it's not like I'm a better human being. I'm a more successful human being when I do those things. And I try to increase my knowledge in Islam, and this is how I reach this sort of consciousness that this is the right thing to do.
There is clearly a pressure from friends and peers at school, in some cases to date and to have a boyfriend. For Muslim parents, especially a single mother, this is a struggle. So how does Nadia and her two girls deal with this issue?
You live in a big city. Toronto is a huge big city.
Yeah.
You go to high school.
Yeah.
How you cope with boyfriend, not boyfriend? Well, we're going to be honest. We're going to talk about everything.
Yeah. I try to talk
how you cope with that? How you deal with this? What is your own thought about that?
But I in general I prefer the way things are in Canada, the way things are open, mm-hmm. because what's the point of having them? What's the point of everything behind the closet?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, and if.
But how you deal with this issue with your girlfriends and so on? How, because they will come and say, how come you don't have a boyfriend? So how you deal with this pressure?
Well, I don't know.
May I say something?
Sure,
just to remind her, probably she forget. I ask you all the time, Salma, if you want to start with the A, consider the Z on the alphabet. If you want to start with the first step, you have to consider the consequences. And it's not, I don't want to think just Islam. I don't want to use this term all the time. I'm trying to help her to know what if the first step to go with the guy, like as a boyfriend, what's gonna be at the end? Can you manage the consequences?
Okay. The consequences.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Yeah,
so
that's
we have to consider all the time the Z when we start with the A, because it is very important. Don't walk in the road you don't know what's gonna be end.
Yeah.
Absolutely, exactly. And you say you don't know how to speak English? Really? I mean, you want to be Shakespeare?
I'm still learning.
and honestly, there is no pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some group of friends is different, but or maybe different schools, but no one's why don't you have a boyfriend? This is shame on you. It's not nothing bad if you don't have a boyfriend. each person has, you know, if you have a certain belief, everyone respects you for that, and it's you know, it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice what you wear, who you talk to, if you choose to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yeah, this is the thing which make me amazed with Canada. I like this country so much because everyone he can practice his belief and no pressure. The Muslims or non-Muslims, whatever you believe in this, you believe in that, you have to practice anything. So I appreciate living in here so much.
It's not like we don't satisfy people's needs. It's just that Islam respects women, respects human beings in general. It's this way. His rights are respected, and my rights are respected. In a commitment, there's respect, and I think that. And that's what Islam gives to the people. That's the beauty of Islam, I think.
For SoulTV.net, I'm Patricia Rayner.